Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about another hot topic in Subaru news. I'm a little late in talking about it, but I thought I'd bring it to everyone's attention. And we're going to talk about the 293 Subaru Ascents that were recalled for missing welds. And it's a crazy story. They were destroyed. None of them were in people's hands. It was a critical weld that was missing. And I'm going to talk all about it, what's been going on, and how it was ramified. So stay tuned. Before we get started, as always guys, if you want to see more Subaru or WRX content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Every subscription helps and helps me bring more content to you guys. And the last little caveat that I want to preface this video with, I am not saying anything about Subaru, about how they operate. I love the company. Obviously, I love them. I drive a WRX. So I'm just reporting the news. About a month ago or 2 months ago, 293 Subaru Ascents were recalled for what was initially said to be missing welds. And they didn't give a lot of information with what exactly was happening. They just said welds were missing and that they were on it. I've got a little bit of notes, so I'm just going to read them off. The safety recall report was filed with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, that's the NHTSA. That initial report was for Ascents that were manufactured between, and these are the affected dates, between July 13th, I think July 13th and the 21st. So that's a big window of manufacturing if you are familiar with how cars are manufactured. And again, 293 cars were affected. That is a large number, especially for recalls, especially for something as serious as welds. That is a large number. A lot of these cars were pushed off to the lot. And in fact, 9 of them were actually sold to customers. So what exactly happened? Robotic welders on a manufacturing line often will do a lot of the spot welding and seam welding on cars and other equipment. So basically what happened, what Subaru's explained has happened, is there was a programming software issue with one of the robotic welds. Basically the robot welding the spot welds on the car, on the chassis, was programmed either incorrectly or wasn't included in actually doing the spot welds. So it wasn't executing the action. Now, something like this isn't altogether that uncommon, and they did a really good job finding it. And why would I say that? Because of the location of the spot welds and where they were missing. The missing spot welds were supposed to be on the B pillar by the door harnesses on the passenger side. What do I mean by door harnesses? It's a weird thing to say, and I know, but that's typically what I call it and what it is called in automotive engineering. It's where the B pillar supports the door hinges and where it holds the door. Some people say door hinges on the B pillar, some people say a door harness, meaning the entire assembly. They're kind of interchangeable. And that's pretty much all the information that's been released on where they are. So they're supporting spot welds for the door hinges on the B pillar of the passenger side of the car. So a very critical place to be welding, and spot welds are generally critical, especially if they are on the chassis. And yes, 9 of them were sold to customers. Most of the other ones were still being delivered to dealers around the US. Some of them were being signed or being shown, but only 9 had been brought home with customers. And fortunately, nothing actually happened with the missing spot welds. Subaru noticed it at the end of the batch while they were doing final inspection. And kudos to them, because seeing spot welds is difficult, and seeing spot welds in such a tough place is really difficult. I come from a manufacturing background. I know exactly what it's like to inspect cars, and kudos to their QA department for actually finding this issue. So what's actually happening with these Ascents? It's actually super interesting. Because they are spot weld in their chassis, and the cars are post-production, meaning they've already been produced, they actually have to be destroyed. You can't refurbish or fix them. Being on the B pillar supporting the door hinges, it would be really hard to go back through and spot weld, almost impossible. So those 9 cars, actually the 293 cars, are all being destroyed, have been destroyed, are in the process of being destroyed. They may be cannibalized, so some parts can be saved, but I doubt it. I think they actually have to be all completely destroyed, so super interesting. Those 9 owners and all the dealerships that had purchased these Ascents that had all the issues, they will be replaced with completely new cars. So whomever bought those 9 got to drive their cars for a certain amount of mileage and got brand new ones from it. So maybe a good deal for them. A bit scary because it was a serious issue. And yeah, guys, that was a quick report. I just wanted to let everyone know exactly what was happening with the new Subaru Ascent. It's a great car. I hope to have a review out soon. It's really a car that's revolutionizing Subaru sales and their platform and what they offer customers. It really, I mean, their sales have been up. I think they had the record most sales in the past quarter, and it's really because of the Subaru Ascent. I mean, it's not only because of the Subaru Ascent, but it made a huge difference because they really failed with the Tribeca and they came back with the Ascent. It's been a powerful car in the market, and it's just done really well. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more Subaru news or WRX content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to come out with more stuff about Subaru news, what's going on, recalls, open warranties, things that I can help owners that contact me solve issues. In the near future, there's a couple open recalls with WRXs that I hope to address, and they're not as serious, they're not serious things, but they're things that you can go in and get replaced for free, so it's definitely worth pursuing. Stay tuned for some cool videos in the next couple weeks. I appreciate the support. Thanks for watching.